What is the best heater for a saltwater swimming pool? And this video is replacing a old video that I made that got a ton of views, but it's really low quality for audio and video. So just updating it here and giving you some refreshed and updated information. So here's what you need to know when you're buying a pool heater. When you ask me which one's the best one, it's like asking me when you're buying a car, should I buy like a Toyota? Should I buy a Honda? There's a bunch of considerations here, but ultimately you're buying a new car. So ultimately you're buying a new heater. There's kind of like your A-tier manufacturers, and there's kind of always been for the swimming pool industry. It's the Pentair, the Jandy, the Hayward. Those are your A-tier. And there's usually like a B-tier class of like less recognizable name brands, which are viable options, usually for less money, things like that, but perhaps worth considering. But the thing about them is they're all a new pool heater. You're going to get a new pool heater. And how long any particular pool heater is going to last in a saltwater environment is pretty much entirely going to depend on the water chemistry that you maintain over a long period of time. The water chemistry is the number one thing that's going to establish whether you get a short period of time or a long period of time for the longevity for a new pool heater that you install today. I think that it's safe to say that things kind of aren't built robustly with longevity in mind like they used to be. It used to be like my grandparents would get 30 plus years out of a pool heater, and I don't believe the ones being installed today in the average swimming pool are going to still be operational 30 years from now. It certainly doesn't look like that, when you look at the industry as a whole. But a good amount of it comes down to water chemistry. If you want to know what to buy, here's what I think. I like the Cupro-nickel style heat exchangers. This particular metal is good, more resistant than, let's say, copper as a heat exchanger for a pool heater. And that's kind of what this boils down to. Any of the name brands, A tier or B tier, you have to get into the specifications of the heater if you want to know if it's going to be good for a saltwater pool. Like, any could be good for a saltwater pool. And if you maintained your water chemistry properly, then any of them would be a viable choice. Which ones are going to be more lenient in a saltwater environment, which can be known to be somewhat of a harsh environment from a chemical maintenance and balancing standpoint in swimming pools? I think Cupro-nickel is kind of a little bit safer than copper. And that's kind of what I look for when I'm looking for a pool heater, is I'll look for the A brand or the B tier, A tier or B tier manufacturers for the equipment. But then I want to know, what is the heat exchanger made of? That's kind of like my big thing. You're going to get a new car. It's going to be a name brand, A tier or B tier, and then it's going to have either a copper heat exchanger or a Cupro-nickel heat exchanger, preferably the latter. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.